Hi folks, Shawn Dostie, Auctioneer, real estate agent for Ben Schafer Realty out of Caldwell, Ohio. I reside in Coshocton, Ohio. As a matter of fact, this video is taken in my dining room. Welcome, and this series is part 2 of a series about real estate myths. The auction industry is thousands of years old, yet some myths about real estate auctions still pervade the industry today, even in the 21st century. Today, I'm going to address the Shawn, I'm not giving it away at auction argument or myth. In the United States, and I'm going to speak about Ohio and West Virginia, as those are the two states that I am licensed in and that we predominantly work in, even though I've done real estate work and auction work in Maryland, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, Texas, Colorado, and New Mexico. So we do get around. But the two types of auctions in the industry are absolute and reserve. In an absolute auction, there is no minimum bid. The buyer determines what the selling price is going to bid through competitive bidding, and there is inherent risk there. If only one bidder shows up and bids $1, you would have that risk. Thus, the fear and the myth, I'm going to give it away. In all honesty, when you have an absolute auction, the bidders come out of the woodwork because everybody, that's bidder psychology. We all want to get a great deal and have that lure of getting something for less than what it's worth. But think of it this way, folks. If you put a desirable piece of property up and 35, 40 people come to that auction, all with an interest and with the knowledge that somebody's going to own it at the end of the auction, there's going to be competitive bidding, and it's going to bring market value. That said, the other type of auction is a reserve auction. Reserve auctions allow you to set a minimum, allow you to accept and or reject any and or all bids. In other words, as a seller, you have control. We're going to break the reserve auctions down a little bit more because that's predominantly what we do. It's how we believe we want the protections for you. When you break it down, there are 3 different types of reserve auctions that I'm going to talk about that we do. The first one being the subject to owner confirmation. In this respect, what we do is we start the auction wherever it begins. It goes to a certain point, and when it stops, we put the auction on hold per se, and we consult with you. It can be a head shake, can be some prior communication, and you tell us, yes, I'm going to sell the property. No, I'm not going to sell the property. What else we can do is a minimum bid. A minimum bid is very simple. You set the absolute minimum on it that you are willing to take. It is advertised, it is published, and when the auction begins, it sells if that minimum bid is given, and then they competitively bid from there. The third option is one that's not used quite as much but can be very, very effective, is a sealed bid auction. A sealed bid auction is where bidders submit their bids and in a sealed envelope. We open them at a certain time, and you choose among those submitted bids. Or something that you can do is you can open up those bids, and if there's 2 or 3 that are close, you call them up and you have them competitively bid or auction the property. It's a very effective method. So you see, folks, a property does not have to be given away. In fact, it is never given away at auction, and rarely, unless it's an absolute auction, does it go for less than what a seller would think would be true market value, although there is some argument about what is true market value and things of those nature. But that's for a different time. Thank you. Have a great day. This is Shawn Dostie of Shawn J Dostie Auctioneers, Ben Schafer Realty, Caldwell, Ohio. You can reach us at 740-502-1017. Thank you. Have a great day.